And what is worse, it seems that our homeboy, Harry, did get to meet some royals secretly behind Meghan Markle's back. And it has been non-stop calling. Because you see, Harry loves coming to the United Kingdom because he feels like the big man in town. You know, Harry's here, he's surrounded by bodyguards, he is Prince Harry. Whereas in the United States, he's a nobody.
Stepped back were it not for Meghan.
No, the answer to your question is no. I was trapped, but I didn't know I was trapped.
You were trapped.
Trapped within the system, like the rest of my family are. My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave.
We have all heard the saying, a happy wife, a happy life. But in this case, there's nothing that will ever satisfy Rachel Meghan Markle, no matter what Harry does. She married a prince. She was plucked from the gutter of absolutely being a nobody. She went to the royal balcony. She, hobnobbed with the queen, with the future queen of England. And it wasn't enough. She got all the perks and privileges, and she got the instant fame she had so craved from a very young age. But did that matter? Of course not. Now, while Harry is fighting the court case in the United Kingdom, now he claims that they didn't want to leave. They were forced to leave because of the mistreatment of the royal family towards them, because they didn't keep Meghan Markle safe, because they were racist. That's what the understanding was, because apparently he forgot what he said during Oprah. And this is why I played that little clip at the very beginning, beautiful people, just to remind you what he said and what he's saying right now, that they were forced to leave. They didn't want to leave. They actually wanted to continue being in the royal family. And of course, we have Meghan Markle blaming this idiot for the fact that her podcast, wah, 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 it's so boring. We didn't learn anything other than she said another huge lie, like that she had preeclampsia, a postpartum preeclampsia, postpartum preeclampsia. That would imply that she would have had to be pregnant. And there's too many doubts about that. And let's get into this. And thank you for subscribing, for sharing, and for liking. You guys are amazing.
The taxpayer's share of the bill added to the reported £500,000 already spent on the princess's protection each year.
Prince Charles decided, as they would not likely to be very senior royals, that this was too much for the public to pay, so he stopped that. Prince Andrew was so angry that he wrote a note to the Queen saying that he wanted them to be considered as proper royals and he did not want the protection officers to leave them. Usually the Queen gave in to him. She had this huge soft spot for him and he could persuade her to his way. But this time she refused.
In case you didn't know, he came by private plane. He was met at one of the military air bases, airports, and he was picked by Scotland Yard. So this Ginger Winger has been bodyguarded by everybody. So don't think that he hasn't, because he has. So it's very important to highlight that. And he does get protection. It's just that it is my firm belief that he's trying to get protection because he wants to then move that to the United States. The court case doesn't seem to be going well, does it? So Meghan Markle is now angry because she's known all along when this court date was going to be, because these things are planned months in advance, guys. Yet she decided to schedule the drop of her very D-list podcast, very boring, by the way, on the same date, because she is so convinced that she's more popular than Harry. But she miscalculated, because this is big news. Harry's supposed to be fighting for his family, and of course it's Prince Harry in the United Kingdom. And even in the United States, all the news outlets are talking about Harry going to court. Whereas Meghan, everybody's mocking her podcast. It was a megathon. That's what it was, a megathon, because that wit girl, she was just there basically complimenting Meghan Markle. Oh my God, I didn't know how you managed to walk 50 meters to get to get photos with whatever that was that she was holding. And dressed in designer clothes with full makeup on, but you managed to walk those 50 meters for 4 minutes and then you took off to be served by people. So now Meghan is blaming Harry for the failure of her podcast. They are at war. She really thought she was gonna overshadow Harry's court case because she is that important. She truly does believe she is bigger than Harry, and she miscalculated because I think that everybody now can see right through her. And this idiot is in the United Kingdom, causing more problems for the United Kingdom. Again, because he's a narcissist. And he loves that when he comes, he causes chaos in the United Kingdom. And he angers people. And he's alluding to that fake car chase. But apparently, he did get to meet with at least a couple of royals. And yes, it seems that one of them was Princess Eugenie. So, and another one, apparently, this is alleged, a senior royal member. I don't know which one it was because he wants to come back. He's desperate to come back. He has nothing going for him in the United States. And I just want to say something very quickly because I heard that people were saying that there's nothing Harry can do if Meghan wants to showcase the kids. And that is absolutely not true because in order for Meghan to show the kids' face, she needs Harry's permission as well. That's in the law in California, which was passed in 2020, and then it was ratified again. It was even made stronger in 2024. So no, this is why we only see the back of the heads of whatever child actors Meghan Markle has hired. And in that regards, let me just show you something very quickly because you are going to really like this. And I want you to tell me what it is that you see here that is missing. This is the royal announcement when Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, gave birth to Lady Louise. She doesn't want to be called princess. You can see here the announcement. They give you that she was safely delivered. They give you the name of the hospital. They give you the weight, and they give you the names of the entire medical team. That's very, very important for you to see. This one is from the Duchess of Cambridge, the now Princess Catherine, when she gave birth to the Prince George. The medical team was there. As you can see, the Queen's gynecologist was also present in Sophie's and pretty much in all of the births of the royal children, which is very important to note. This is Meghan's announcement. I can't highlight the name of the medical team because none of them are mentioned. And the doctors that she claimed through the press that had delivered the child have come later on and said, we were not even in the country. Why is that important? Why is it like we're watching two narcissists at war and both are very entitled because Harry, when he lands in the United Kingdom and you can see him, how he struts down the streets, it's like, hi, I am Prince Harry. I am here. I am the big man in town. I'm the king's son. I am here in the courts challenging. I don't even think it's for his family that he's doing it. I think he's doing it for himself, for status. And it is very sad because, as you saw, Princess Eugenie and Beatrice lost their police protection in 2011 because they were not working royal and they were not senior royals. And there is already a precedent. And I mean, the only person who argued was Prince Andrew. But Harry, who is fifth in line, just like Princess Beatrice was fifth in line, they didn't take them to court because, of course, they understood that Ravik takes those decisions. Again, for me, it is my very humble opinion that it has nothing to do with Meghan Markle. It has nothing to do with those invisible children, which he clearly doesn't care. I don't think that Harry wins Parent of the Year, Father of the Year award. He's never there. He's never there with his children. And, he's doing it for himself because he likes how he feels the minute he lands in the United Kingdom. He enjoys it. And Meghan Markle is angry because she feels she's losing control of Harry. Meeting with royals behind her back. How dare he? How dare he meet with royals behind her? Because she knows that Harry, deep down, she knows the marriage is over. She knows that there's nothing left there. All her projects have failed, guys. This woman has nothing going on, and now she's saying that she's Meghan Sussex because those are her children's last names. We know that's not the case. The children's last names are Mountbatten Windsor. The family name of all the royals is Mountbatten Windsor, not Sussex. So this woman right now is devolving. She's in Limonada doing a podcast that nobody really cares about. It's rated 2. I mean, it's boring. And all she did is lie and steal other people's stories. And she didn't even explain what postpartum preeclampsia was. She didn't say you should take these measures, you should go to the hospital, and nothing. And the other wit girl, by the way, Bumble is not doing that great. It started, I believe, at $79 the stock, and now it's like less than $4. So I mean, she hit her peak back then. She made a lot of money, and now she hasn't really done much except live off the billions or whatever millions that she made. But can you imagine Meghan Markle is losing it? The media war that she thinks that she was gonna steal Prince Harry's thunder, the frantic, angry calls. Because no, Princess Eugenie, contrary to reports, has not been frozen out. Princess Eugenie and Prince Harry are ride or die together, and they're both very close, as far as I know. Because I know people were claiming that Princess Eugenie, Meghan Markle just cut contact with Princess Eugenie because she said hi to Piers Morgan 2 years ago, April 2 years ago. If that had been the case, they would have cut contact with her back then, 2 years ago, when the story came out. So for that, no. He's still, and on top of that, Harry met with senior royals. So I do believe that something big is coming around, and we're going to find out very soon what it is, because I just find this to be too much media distraction. Now, do you think that Meghan is losing control over Harry? Do you think that Meghan knows that she's done without Harry? From what I understand, she's seriously thinking of returning to the United Kingdom with Harry. And she wants to go back to being a working royal because she has seen that her attacks, all her stunts have failed. And she has nowhere to go. And the only thing of value is to keep control of Harry. But it's harder to do it when he's in the United Kingdom, feeling like a big man rather than a pussy when he's with her in the United States, aimlessly wandering around with no friends in town. Let me know if you think that Meghan Markle will return if given the chance by King Charles. Let me know what you think of why Meghan Markle is fighting with Harry, because she's not even she doesn't even mention him in her media or in anything. Instagram is all about her. But then she realizes that she's still, unfortunately, she hates to need him. She hates to need Harry. But that's where she's at, and she dug her own hole. So let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about the children if they're real. Let me know what you think of her podcast. Why is she lying so much? Why? I mean, it makes no sense to me. And do you think that Charles would actually allow her in? And what do you think of the court case? And watch the video that's coming, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about those alleged fake children. And as usual, thank you for your support.